Hey guys, today I wanted to show you two different programs. Actually, one is a program and one is a browser. Tor is the browser, and these are for you to use as a virtual private network. They call VPN. Tor you can install on Windows, Mac, Linux, and Android. Torproject.org. You're gonna click download Tor. If you want to, real quick, read their warnings. The two things they tell you not to do, just for your safety, just in case, is don't download torrents off their site, off the browser, and you can save documents, but open them once you're done using Tor, or stay offline while you're using them. So you're gonna click download the Tor browser, which I already have. So, and I'm just gonna open it, run it, and do English. And what's cool with this is you can put it in any folder you want. It's not going to go into your program files list, so you don't have to uninstall it or anything like that. So I'm going to unclick it. This is where I put it on my desktop, and open up the folder, and this is it. Start Tor browser. And what it's going to, so everything with your browser is going to be saved in here. If you're connecting from your house or from like a friend's house, or somewhere where there's not any limitations, you would just hit connect. If you were at a library or at work or like a government agency or something like that, you would hit configure. They ask you two questions. I'm just gonna hit connect because I'm just at my house. In the configure one is where, like I said, if your internet access is a little bit more restricted, they ask you two questions and then you can connect. It's really simple. Now, like I said, Tor is just a browser, and there's a couple things I do like this just as the browser. As long as you have all your plugins installed on your computer, like Flash and all that, like YouTube will work, Facebook will work, everything like that will work. It brings you to your default page. Your default is start page. That's your search engine, and start page is actually a search engine that you can use in any other browser, to at least search anonymously. But anything we do in this browser is a different IP address. It's totally anonymous. The one thing I notice about it is that it's a little laggy. It can get a little laggy. My internet's pretty quick, and a lot of this stuff loads really slow. So not slow, just slower. And then even some of the videos I watched that I was just kind of browsing through on YouTube were a little, they were just slower. I'll just say that. They were just like you could tell there was like a little bit of a lag in it. But everything else works fine, like doing the search engines, searching with start page and whatever, like all that works fine. But like I said, there can be a little bit of lag. Sometimes it's sometimes it's not as bad, and sometimes it can get really slow because this is really a user to user thing. So this is all like volunteer work basically, but it does work, and I know it right now as I'm doing it. It doesn't look, that doesn't seem like it's doing that great of a job, and it's not. But for surfing anonymously, and that the one thing I noticed is even though I hit English in the beginning, it put my stuff in, I guess that's German. So I don't know. It was really weird. So, but if you do want to just surf the web anonymously and you're not doing a crazy amount of downloading, it is a good browser for that. Like I said, for whatever reason right now it's a little laggy, but this is just a browser for like a VPN browser. That's it. And I just wanted you to show you that one, so at least if you want, you can use it, because you don't have to install it. Now, the one that I really wanted to show you, which I absolutely am in love with, is this one. It's called Surf Easy, and it's surfeasy.com. You would click try it for free. You can watch their video if you want. You download the program is free, and you get up to 500 megs worth of usage, and they don't ask you a lot of information, just your email address and stuff like that, so you can log in, but nothing like really personal. And I'll show you what I have. So this is the actual program, is Surf Easy VPN, and I am not in London right now. I'm in Pennsylvania. So when I am not in London, so when this is on, it means that the VPN has been started and it's putting you in a random location. And what's cool about this is that you can change your location to different countries. If you're in the even if you're in the, obviously I'm in the United States. When I click the United States, it'll bring me somewhere different usually every time. So like when I was in Tampa earlier, Virginia, California, Nebraska, wherever, and my IP address was always different. My location was always different. My connection was always secure. And everything is totally anonymous. Like in your browsers, like you might have stuff saved in your browsers, but everything that you're doing while this Surf Easy is running is coming from a different browser. It's coming from a different IP address and a different location altogether. So they give you 500 for free. You can earn 500 megabytes for free. You can earn more by using it for for doing all these different things. And adding it to like your Android or your iPhone, you'll get more usage out of it. So you can download stuff, but you'll use up the data really quick. It's still something you would, if you do upgrade it and you decide to purchase it, which is really not that expensive, it's unlimited everything, so you're good. So right now I get 675 megabytes a month, which is awesome. And that's really, it's so simple to use. You don't have to, there's no like crazy options that you have to do or anything like that. It just tells you, hey, this is where you're coming from, this is your new IP address, this is how much data you've used while you've had the Surf Easy program running. You can have it start up when the computer starts up, or just use it when you do want to use the web anonymously altogether, not just in your browser, but everything you're doing, it is not seeing that it's coming from where you are actually at. So like I said, I'm actually in Pennsylvania, and I would change this, but it'll show like my IP address, my actual IP address, before it changes. So Surf Easy I recommend it 1,000 times. It's so unbelievably stupidly easy, and just such a really great program that it's everything you want if you want to be an anonymous user on the internet. The only thing I would say is if you are using Google Chrome, maybe log out of your Google Chrome account. Your Google account, log out on Google Chrome. I'm sorry, brain fart. Because when you are logged into Google Chrome, that will save all your search history, and that'll go to all your devices and everything. So just Firefox, Internet Explorer, Chrome, whatever, Safari, whatever you're using, just don't be logged in if you don't want your search results and all that to be to keep coming up. So like if I do use it, I usually just use Internet Explorer instead of using Chrome if I'm using Surf Easy. If I do use Chrome, I make sure I log out of my Google account, because Google tracks everything, and so like all the advertisements and all that kind of stuff, like that when you go on different pages, they barrage you with all that stuff. That won't happen if you're using this stuff and you're not logged into your Google account. So that was the one I wanted to show you. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was a simple short video, but Surf Easy is, I think, the best free VPN on the market, and it's definitely worth purchasing. And that is all I got. See you guys.